They were told it was harmless, so they put it in their mouths, and it started eating them from the inside. In 1917, hundreds of young women were told they had the perfect job. It paid well, it felt patriotic, and at the end of the day, they literally glowed. Their skin shimmered under theater lights. Their dresses sparkled at dances. The company told them it was harmless. It wasn't. This is the story of the Radium Girls, and it begins with a miracle element. At the start of the 20th century, radium was magic. Discovered by Marie Curie, it glowed naturally in the dark. It was rare, expensive, and considered revolutionary. Companies infused it into toothpaste, face creams, even drinking water. People believed it restored energy and vitality. During World War I, radium found a new purpose. It made watch dials glow. That mattered. Soldiers in trenches needed to read time in darkness, so factories began hiring young women to paint tiny numbers on clock faces with luminous radium paint. The work seemed simple. Dip the brush, shape it with your lips, paint the numbers, repeat. This technique was called lip pointing. Supervisors encouraged it. It kept the brushes sharp and precise, and every time the women shaped the bristles with their mouths, they swallowed microscopic amounts of radium. Day after day, shift after shift, they were told it was safe. Meanwhile, male scientists in the same facilities handled radium with LED screens and protective tools. The women were given nothing. At first, nothing seemed wrong. In fact, they felt special. Their hair shimmered faintly. Their clothes sparkled at night. Some would paint their nails or cheeks before going out dancing. Friends called them ghost girls because they glowed in the dark. Then the toothaches started. It began small, a loose tooth, a sore jaw, a dentist visit. But when the dentist tried to pull a tooth, something horrifying happened. The tooth came out easily, too easily. And sometimes, pieces of jawbone came with it. The women's gums wouldn't heal, their mouths filled with abscesses. Their breath carried a sickly odor as bone tissue began to decay. Doctors were confused. Young, healthy women were developing symptoms that looked like advanced necrosis. Their jaws crumbled, their spines weakened, their legs fractured without warning. Some suffered anemia so severe they could barely stand. Inside their bodies, radium was behaving like calcium. It settled into their bones, embedding itself into their skeletons. And radium does not stop glowing. It continued emitting radiation from within. Molly Maggia was among the first to die. By the time she passed, parts of her jaw had completely disintegrated. Her death certificate did not list radiation poisoning. It listed syphilis. The company had quietly pushed that narrative. They claimed the women were immoral, that their symptoms were the result of venereal disease, that radium was harmless. Publicly, executives reassured workers. Privately, internal memos revealed something else. They knew radium was dangerous. Researchers within the company had fallen